Hi guys, it is April 1st, 2020. I just spent a half an hour doing a live that didn't post or it posted, but the audio was absolutely off. So, pray for me because this is becoming a habit with this phone, whether it's on the earphones or I'm talking to you guys how I'm talking to you guys without the earphones right now. So we will try this again. Don't know how long we'll be on because I've already been on here for half an hour. Hi, Floyd. Good morning. Good morning. So, what I was talking about this morning was um, I was on a conference call with the group that I keep bringing up to you guys. Eric Eric Thomas is Thomas. Hi, Auntie Sulu. Happy Wednesday. And we were just talking about how we can accomplish our goals for the next 30 days to 3 months. And the speaker that was facilitating today, or not facilitating, that was actually speaking, is someone I'm going to put on here where you guys could go and check him out yourself. His name's Anthony Flynn. Amazing, amazing man. He's actually Eric Thomas's coach, and so he had a lot of value. The hour went by so fast. Felt like he was on fire, giving us so many gems. But the biggest gem he gave us was what was the saying? He um the biggest gem he said was by the guy that founded Chick-fil-A before he passed, and his quote was what was his quote? His quote was aim for perfection and but tolerate aim for perfection but tolerate excellence. Aim perf- Aim for perfection but tolerate excellence. So in a nutshell, that meant to me, um, always level up, but if things don't work out, don't accept anything less than excellent. And so that was an awesome thing to say because prior to jumping on the call, I didn't want to. I had a bad night of sleep, couldn't sleep, um, and it was that kind of sleep like you're tossing and turning all night over stuff that cannot be controlled. But luckily, it wasn't anything about the natural disasters that are happening around us. And so when Anthony shared that, I was so grateful that it wasn't perfect the way I started my day, but it was awesome that I even started my day because it was really easy to just blame my lack of sleep, to not jumping on the call, blame my circumstances for not jumping on the call. But I'm so grateful that I had the willpower to push through it, because if I hadn't pushed through it, I would have missed Anthony's live. I would have missed everything he taught us this morning. And it's really common sense stuff, but sometimes we as humans don't use our common sense because we are selfish in nature. Um, Hi, Sister Tina. Hi, Jenna. So, the volume. Next time, can you tell me if you cannot hear me? I'm not blaming you. I'm just asking you. Um, but yeah. So that quote again. Let me put it in the chat. Um, that quote again is aim for perfection. For perfection. Perfection. But tolerate excellence. So maybe that quote means something different to you guys. So let me know because it'd be nice to get your perspective on that. Aim for perfection, but tolerate excellence. Because as we all know, we all interpret and translate things differently, and so let me know. That's what I shared this morning, and we're just gonna wait a little bit because I've already been here for half an hour, but since it didn't record, I don't want to rush out of here, and I could have shared something with you guys. So, in that call, I shared that my word for the next 30 days and what I'm going to work on every day is forgiveness. I know definitely if I had practiced that in my past, a lot of things wouldn't have happened, and a lot of things could have happened from forgiving circumstances and people. But I don't live in um, or I don't stay in a space of regret because I've learned that when you stay in a space of regret, you just down talk yourself. You're beating yourself up mentally because you're saying all these ugly stuff about yourself. And if you're not saying ugly stuff about yourself, you're putting yourself on a pedestal um, above everybody. So yeah, forgiveness is the word for the month to be executed in all my daily tasks. And what else? Oh, my five randoms. We'll go ahead and share my five randoms. I shared my five random favorite people. Number one favorite type of person is someone with quiet dignity. That means someone who actions speak louder than their speak louder than their words, meaning they always follow through um, for people, for myself, for themselves. I feel like you can't follow through for other people if you don't follow through for yourself. And if you do follow through for other people and not yourself, um, you're you're just doing it to people please. That's my my big opinion on that. My second favorite type of person is someone who is hilarious. You can't survive. Well, in my life, I can't survive without people. Um, the core things is people that make me laugh, people that challenge my opinion, people that uh, inspire me to be better. And so, in laughter, um, that is so essential. When we talk about non-essentials and essentials now in our world, for me it's essential if you can make me laugh, and it's essential. Number three, it's essential that you keep your word. Um, Number four type of favorite person, someone with full integrity, like so much so that they can't they can't fight themselves. They have to tell the truth, speak the truth. I mean, speak the truth, live the truth, breathe the truth. And my last favorite type of person is someone who's flexible. I am one who isn't always flexible, 99.9% out of 100. But we're learning. I feel like flexible people teach you a different type of and the capacity of patience. So those are our favorite five type of people. Um, so if anybody has any questions, please throw them out there. Throw out your opinion, whether this you're on live or you come back after we record. Take that quote, aim for perfection but tolerate excellence. Take that quote and share with us what you think and how that translates to you. But yeah, we'll just wait for 5 more minutes. No, yes, yes, 5 minutes. So it's 9:34. We'll get off at 9:30 or 9:41. Yep. So um, this is my second favorite place to record, either outside while I'm walking or in our garage. I don't really need the code today because I was already out for half an hour. um, so yeah, yeah, guys, that is our story. I don't know if I'm gonna last 5 more minutes of talking to myself, as Eddie Fui would say. um, the tasks that need to be done today is getting King Tui out of bed, um, making sure he is happy throughout the day, and remembering and counting our blessings. I do want to address our friends and family that are staying home and working, whatever that type of employment is to you. I hope you know that one, you are essential. You are super essential, and two, that what you're doing is no small feat, or is it feat? No small deed. Um, I think a lot of people get caught up like, oh, am I making a difference? I'm working at home, or other people lessen the value by teasing them about working at home. But I think you guys should be proud of yourselves and give yourselves kudos, because not everybody can do what you're doing. And no matter how many jokes come in, um, you can always be so proud of yourself that you have a job. I would look at the sources of who is either teasing you or making you feel less than, and just be grateful you're not them, because people that make other people feel less than, whether it's because of what you're doing or what you want to be doing, are the type of people that are speaking from um, a very insecure place, in my opinion. They're speaking death into your goals and dreams because they don't believe in themselves, and that's just how I look at it. Um, I I feel that words are power, and so when people um, speak any kind of negative into me, I just look at them like, okay, you need to get your life and get away from me, because you're just trying to put things in my head that you don't believe you can do. Um, and so, yeah, so for all the stay at home working essential people, please give yourselves a pat on the back. Um, and especially if you are a caregiver or a stay at home parent and your essential spouse or whoever is out, and they have to be out and working, just know that they couldn't be doing that if you weren't there, like holding it down. Um, I'm just sick. I'm venting now, but I'm just sick of people, especially during this time of so much, so much pain because of losses and this Corona pandemic. I'm so sick of people putting other people down, and so I'm going to speak on it anytime I can. And this just happens to be um, the moment where I could speak on that. Um, I want to invite you guys to do three things today, to improve your day until I come back on at 2 p.m. And maybe you could share it if you decide to log back on. But one thing I want you to do if you're just starting out your day is telling yourself, and this sounds super cheesy, but it works, affirming to yourself in the mirror, even if it's your either in the mirror or on your camera on your phone. I want you to affirm one thing you love about yourself. And I learned that exercise when I was in high school. I was a sophomore in high school. And when the girl did it to us, because we had this college program, you could go live up at the U for a week as a high school student, experience college life, go to classes, live in the dorms. And so she taught us in affirming ourselves one strength a day in the mirror. And because at that time, I don't think cell phones were that big, but and no, I'm not that old. And so my invitation for you guys before 2 p.m. Is affirm one at least one thing that you love about yourself. And so I'm going to use you guys as my mirror, so that I am not just inviting you guys to do it, but I'm leading by example. One thing or character quality I love about myself is that I thrive, and I'm almost like borderline obsessed about showing up for people. I know, and I've shared this with anybody and everybody that is dear to me, whether I've known you 5 years, 100 years, 5 seconds. The reason I love that about myself is because so many people don't show up for themselves and show up for other people. And I shared this, I think, either earlier in this live or earlier in the other live, that if you can't show up for yourself, you are not showing up for anybody, because um, you're just flaky. And if you are showing up for people and not showing up for yourself, listen to that. Listen to that. I just said, if you're not showing up for yourself, but you're showing up for other people, then you're just people pleasing, in my opinion. You're people pleasing because you're trying to fill a void that your self love should be filling, that your Lord should be filling, that your Christ should be filling. So please take that invitation, look in the mirror, and tell yourself one thing, affirm yourself one thing that you really love about yourself. And I promise you, as you recognize and acknowledge that one thing, you're going to be able to carry yourself with confidence throughout the day, throughout your life with that one thing. Second invitation, I would say, is tell somebody one thing that you love about them and how it's impacted you, how it's strengthened you. And then the third thing I would say is breathe. Like, it's so hard right now, but it only gets harder when we don't take the time to deep breathe, breathe out the negativity, breathe out disappointment, all of that. Breathe, just breathe. And I will see you guys at 2 o'clock, because it is 9:40 right now. I'm starving, and I've been up since 6. I'm not complaining. I'm just sharing. So please do those three things, guys, and then 2 o'clock hour, share. Okay, air hug, air hug. I'm air hugging you guys. Okay, bye.